It's shifting though. The earth as a whole is shifting. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So people are waking up and, they're starting to pay attention. But I'll tell you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Let's Talk Life with Leticia Latrice, the Princess of Phoenix. We're here at RadioPhoenix.org, where the Valley comes to talk, sing, and connect. That was just a great song you heard from Legacy called Bravo. And today we have a wonderful guest in the building, Miss Freedom. Hey, Miss Freedom.
Bless kings and queens. Bless.
Yes, I'm so excited to have you on the show.
Oh, ditto. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
it's amazing, guys. Miss Freedom and I have connected from IG. The world is a place of meeting new people, new places, and so she inspires me every day on Instagram, and she happened to be in Phoenix this week, so I said, you got to come on through Miss Freedom.
And I, as you as well. You do
Yes.
the same for me as well.
Oh,
It's this connection there. It's that invisible alchemy
Yes,
that we're going to
ma'am.
be talking about.
Oh, yes. I think we have a great divine connection, and we're going to get into that here shortly, guys. But this week is going to be the spirituality segment on the Let's Talk Life show. So we're going to get into some great inspirational things to help the audience. But right now, we're going to sip a little tea.
Oh, green or black green?
I like black green myself. Actually, no, I prefer green, but no. So this week's tea is Mr. Ara Kelly.
Oh,
Mr. Ara Kelly.
mm,
We love him so much.
so much.
I hate to love him because, everybody loves to hate him.
I have a mutual kind of loving for him. I have babies that was made on Earth.
Oh my gosh, you got the
It's hard for
baby
me to
naked
not
baby.
like him.
Thank you, Ara Kelly. You
Yes,
have
he
blessed
does.
us.
He does.
12 play, 4 play, 17
All
play.
the plays.
Bump grind, remix, everything. So, but, he's been in the news lately because they're saying that, he has some young girls that are over the age of 18, but yet, he's probably, in his late 40s, approaching 50s now. He's talking to 20-year-olds, 21-year-olds, 22-year-olds, housing them, probably paying their bills, maybe getting their weave done, maybe buy you a car or a house. I don't know. It sounds actually kind of good to me, but, they hanging on Ara Kelly.
I have to laugh. I get a little bit, caught up in it because, unfortunately, they're doing what society is pushing them to do. This is that Sarah Bartman headache that we really didn't want to carry over as
Mhm.
slave mentality. You know what I mean? She was murdered. She died at 26 of shame and depression. You know what I mean? She was forced to dance in circuses for, people in Paris, the French, locked up in chains, forced to do this. She died at 26 for shame and depression. And unfortunately, the vixen mentality has carried over to our younger generation. And, 9 out of 10, a lot of us won't tell the truth because of church on Sundays. But 9 out of 10 of us would choose that, less the golden showers. You know what I'm saying? We'll choose it.
Well, I feel like that's probably true. So many different cultures or women or fathers always want to marry their daughter into a successful family, a man that has, enough money to provide and take care and secure their child. So it's kind of similar to that. But at the end of the day, also, I feel like, hey, is anybody talking about Hugh Hefner and all his 20-year-olds he has running around his mansion?
They're never going to give us those kind of accolades. Ever.
You know what I'm saying?
We're always going to get the bottom of the spectrum, unfortunately, because we'll keep accepting it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? If
Mhm.
somebody keeps feeding you the same stuff, it could be killing you. If you're hungry and you don't know how to go get something good for yourself, you're going to keep eating your oppressor's food. That's the chain on the brains that we got to remove.
Chain on the brains. And you guys, we're going to talk about removing the chain off your brain today. We have Miss Lovely Freedom here. She currently resides in California, so she's here visiting with us. She is the owner of Freedom of You, and she has her slogan, the alchemy, which means love anyhow, right now.
Yes,
Choose
ma'am.
love right now.
Absolutely.
And so in the spirituality segment, we just want to kind of get into some things that help a person to renew their mind, help you to tap into yourself and figure out what can really bring you happiness, peace, joy, and love. That is one of the goals of the spirituality segment of Let's Talk Life. So today we're going to talk about 3 important things. The first one is loving yourself. Second is healing yourself. The next is believing in yourself. So let's just get into it, Miss Freedom.
Okay.
So what do you think about love yourself?
Oh, we need it. It's mandatory. Absolutely. There's no way that we can love someone unconditionally without loving ourselves.
Mm-hmm. And let's get into, you said, just kind of give me some background of the alchemy and choose to love right now, love anyhow right now. Just kind of go over that.
So alchemy, M-E, not M-Y, is a trade that we created to remind ourselves that a lot of times we get bruised, but we're not broken. You know what I mean? It's the taking something ordinary and making it extraordinary. It's the shining yourself up. It's the affirmations. It's the meditation. It's the trigger trinkets to remind yourself to feel your way through. So alchemy, M-E, is love anyhow right now, even when you don't want to. You know what I mean? Even when you don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
And that applies to every relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Husband, wife, sister, brother, mother, daughter. You know what I mean? However it goes, spirit is always going to be spirit. And when you're in love with spirit, physical shouldn't be able to shift that energy. You may have done an action that was disappointing to me, but nothing to the point that I can say, I no longer love you.
That part. Or I no longer love myself.
Or I no longer love myself.
Because of what you did to me.
I can't love you. If you can't love me now, you never loved me in the beginning.
In the first place.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something that can be given and taken away. It's necessary. It's the necessary accessory for this human form to even move with the spiritual connection.
For
Without
sure.
love, we're two separate.
Right.
Spirit and physical.
Yeah.
We have to have love. That's our gorilla glue
Right.
to walk on this plane of earth in this flesh suit.
Well, I think that's just so amazing that you hit on that, because in this day and age, everybody is walking around with a chip on their shoulder. Everybody's, bruised, bitter, broken, upset. The thing about life is that you cannot control what's going to happen or how it's going to happen to you. You can only control how you respond to it. So if you let the circumstances of life steal your joy, your peace, and your happiness, you will always be upset. I can walk out here tomorrow and somebody can try to cuss me out, and I can let them steal my joy and my peace. But what is that going to do for me?
It's again the chain on the brain. So let's look at that, what you just described, that scenario. You're having a great day. You woke up before your alarm, you look good. Surprisingly, it didn't take a lot of work to put into your hair today. We're on status, we're 10s, right? We're walking out, light shined up, and someone else can come in, and they not being equally to ours, and they can shift energy, right? And then now you're angry. Now you're running through traffic, you're hot, you're sweaty, you're angry, gonna get to work, and then I'm your coworker, and then you get here, and then you tell me all about the bad stuff that they did when they cut you off or they cussed you out. And so now you've shifted from your original source of having that great source of energy moving, right, to someone else coming in and you allowing it to taint your aura, your energy where you are. So the antidote, we're going to be talking about that, is mastering life's energies right now. Owning this right now. I get to choose how I feel. You don't get to dictate how I feel. And then when we feel, then and only then can we heal.
Yeah.
But we remove the feel because we're afraid. Then it hurts and it's pain. And I don't want to cry. And I don't want to be depressed. And I don't want you to know my business. And I don't want nobody else to know my business. And this is private. This is just for me. Nobody else in the whole world has ever felt like this before. It's the trick of the enemy to keep you there. You have to feel. You have to share. We have to commune to heal. It's mandatory for us to do that.
Amen. Well, this is good, Miss Wisdom. But unfortunately, we got to break into the next segment.
Yes, ma'am.
So we're going to get right back into it when we come back from Let's Talk Life with Leticia Latrice. Thanks for tuning into this segment. You guys stay tuned.